So, this week on the channel, we are doing an upgrade that is both cosmetic and functional. And that is we're replacing the stock mirrors that come on the Honda Acty. You can see, I mean, they're not huge. They're not too small. They've got a decent field of view with something that is actually an Acty part, but not for the Acty truck originally. And these are the California mirrors, which you can see are taller and I think a little bit wider. And because of that, it should be a functional upgrade because it's going to give you a wider and more full field of view. So I'm actually excited about that because not that the old mirrors are bad, they're just, just every little bit helps when you're driving a truck like the Acty. So to install it, you don't really need too much. You can see these look just a little bit different, but I think they install just like the old ones install. And then I've got my handy tool set here from which I'm only supposed to need a Phillips head screwdriver. So let's take a look inside and see what we've got to do. Now the first thing that the YouTube video that I was watching tells me to do is just to pull out this little plastic trim piece. And you just kind of, you're supposed to just dig your fingernails in there like that. And you're supposed to just be able to push on it. And like I said, get your fingers in there, pop it out. And then it should just pop out. The other thing that you have to do, you can see, you notice these are a little bit different and that they've got these little metal pieces up here and this piece right here, which clamps on to this little channel right here. So there's a channel that goes all the way down that is where it drains. Now I actually had to pull off, as you can see it's a little dirty, the visors that I had in order to get to it. But they just clamp on there. And then I believe you just kind of screw them down and that's all she wrote. So let's get started. All right, so I've got my mirror and my tool moved over to the passenger side, which is normally the driver's side, on domestic market cars. But as you can see, I should have everything I need. I've got my mirror, got my Phillips head screwdriver, and this other thing over here. Just ignore that. That's just something for my camera that I don't need right now, and I just happen to be in the seat. But the first thing we have got to do is get this trim panel off that I showed you on the driver's side. And the thing I don't want to do is manhandle this thing because it's just got some clips and it's kind of easy. Just kind of pop your fingers in there and start pulling it, but you don't want to pull too hard. That's one thing I'm so scared of doing here, is just pulling on it too hard and breaking a clip, because it's going to be really, really hard to find another one of these if I break it. It'll probably cost like $30 and $100 and something in shipping, but I think I can get it out just by wiggling it. So we're just going to wiggle on it some more and push up on it a little bit, and and it's done. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to set this over on the dash, and now you can see here are the Phillips head screws. And this is all that's separating us, all that's stopping us from popping this mirror off right now, I think. One thing I'm a little scared of is just with my camera just unscrewing those. I really need to have a hand on this mirror, because I definitely don't want that falling off, even though I'm installing a new one. I'd still like to have those around. So I'm going to unscrew this and pop it off, and we'll see how it looks in a minute. All right, so that was not difficult at all. I've got the old one popped off, and as you can see, the new California style mirror is on. All I had to do was just pull the seal down, and then that part on the bottom here, this metal part, just clipped in on the bottom. Just, as you can see, it's not that easy to pull this rubber seal down. It's kind of struggling, and even just to kind of push it back up, it just takes a little strength in your hands and dirties up your hands quite a bit. But and then this rain channel up here just protects the water from getting into it. I originally thought it clipped onto it, but it's just got these acorn nuts on the top here that you loosen, and then you just use your wrench on the bottom to hold it and tighten them, and it closes it together. And now the mirror is on. So all I've really got to do now is just get this plastic trim piece back in that we pulled off earlier, and I'm hoping it just clips in the same way. Yeah, dirty hands for sure. Yeah, the seals have just degraded, and it gets all over your hands from handling it, and it smudges everywhere. You can actually see it like right in here. It's so hard to get off, but I won't worry about that later. The thing I want to do now is just to get this clip back in, and I'm hoping it just goes in the way it came off. Again, I don't want to brute force it. Yeah, it was just sitting there while I was working. But I mean, this is really something I feel like just about anybody, if you can use a Phillips head screwdriver, you can do this. So I'm just gonna slide it in there, pop the clips back in, make sure it is good and tight. Our favorite German word, good and tight. And there she is. And right now it's folded in as it came from shipping. And the thing I didn't show you is that I've actually got it on the other side as well. Yeah, I did a test run before. I actually tried it on video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you as much as I wanted to, just because you know, it's almost impossible to do even this simple installation before while I'm also holding it. But I did want to talk about my wheels here, because in the last video I was talking about the steering wheel shake that I had, and it definitely in part was like a huge part of it was because of the lug nuts. So I have replaced those. I was able to find some that are open-ended that actually go inside the wheel well or the lug nut holes, and that has fixed probably 95% of a wheel wobble issue, for those who were curious. But here's what it looks like with them both on. It may not be for everyone, but I really think it's a nice upgrade. And finally, here's what it's like to sit in the Acty from my perspective while I'm driving this. And I think this mirror actually needs a little bit of adjustment, but man, what a difference. Just sight lines are so important when you've got a vehicle this small. But I'm in love with these. I think they look really cool, and I think it's going to make owning the Acty just that little much better, both aesthetically and everything else. Now I finally get this adjusted. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.